This stuff's fun, isn't it, guys?
Oh, heck yeah.
This is what these boys do up here in Duluth, is catch musclings like this.
Because you want to, like we talked about, to set the hook into the fish, like against the grain.
Yeah.
Instead of like pulling it away from it.
Well, folks, there you go. I came to catch a muskie in northern Minnesota, up with Aaron and Rick, and we've been having a great time. I got me a fish, right?
Welcome to A Sportsman's Life. We're so glad you tuned in to join us for another exciting real-world outdoor adventure right here on A Sportsman's Life. Today on A Sportsman's Life, we chase the ever-elusive muskellunge. We are in the land of 10,000 lakes in Minnesota, Duluth to be exact, and we're looking for the fish of 10,000 casts, the muskie. I'm visiting my brother Rick and my nephews Ricky and Rob and friend Aaron for an exciting adventure trying to catch some muskies off the St. Louis River near Duluth, Minnesota. I'm so glad you could join us on this episode. Stay tuned for some exciting action of muskie fishing up in the Northland. Here we're looking at a few baits that Rick and Aaron have in their tackle box, and we're going to go out and see if any of these work.
There's a big fish laying in there. Yeah, so you always want to figure eight because a lot of times these fish will follow you up. A lot of times you don't even see them. Or just hit the bait. You want to slow it down in the corners like that. You can kind of whip it through. That's when they'll eat it a lot of times, is when you slow it down on the
They'll
corners.
come right up and slam it, won't they? A lot of times.
So, yeah, and you'll never even know they're there until
All of a sudden they're on
they're
it.
on.
You guys catch quite a few that way?
Yeah. Definitely a large percentage of them. So it's always important to do that.
Yep.
Sometimes it feels like a lot of extra work, but it pays off.
I don't doubt that at all. Even with the top waters, you'll do it, huh?
The smaller ones that don't hit as well, you just get like an L turn, make sure there's nothing there. But, yeah, try to be diligent about the eights.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely, muskie fishing is definitely a workout.
Yeah.
But you know, we were talking a little bit earlier about the gear that we use here and stuff that we're using today. Rick and Aaron, they've got high-tech gear. I mean, I remember fishing muskies with my dad many, many years ago, and man, the gear was not like it is today. It didn't have the high-speed, reels, and just
Yeah, I mean, we're using 9 to 10 foot rods, and
yeah, oh yeah,
these reels got 42 inches of line recovery per turn. So
yep. And the big old knobby handles really makes a difference, for sure. Well, yeah, no pressure, guys, but you need to catch one. I got the cameras rolling here, and man, what an absolutely gorgeous day. So, Aaron, when you're looking for muskies, the areas you look for,
we're looking
deep water
weed
with
flats adjacent to deep water. Like if you can kind of find some isolated weed patches on some flats close to deep water, a lot of times those big fish will move up in the evening out of that deep water, and it seems like a lot of our big fish spots are close to deep water.
One of the things you got to remember in muskie fishing, and this is just a tip, is make darn sure you're holding onto that rod good and tight, because when they hit, I'm guessing they probably can about rip that rod right out of your hand, huh?
Absolutely.
I've had them take it from me before. It's
Have you?
fun. Oh yeah, I've picked my rod out of the water after a fish slammed it. Yeah.
Well, you said earlier you had your bait hanging out over the side of the boat, and the fish grabbed it.
I was looking back on the graph, and after my figure 8, I still had the blades must have been turning just enough. I had a 45 grab it. Rick saw it, was wondering what I was doing. And I was looking back at the graph. I looked down before I could do anything. She spit it. And yeah, you got to finish your 8s. Good.
That's funny.
Good sob story there.
Oh, it's so nice out here, man. If nothing else, it's great just to get out here and enjoy a peaceful day on the water,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Temperature's great, some overcasts, so topwater you would think topwaters would work good.
Oh, heck yeah. We try and throw one. It's one up, one down.
Yeah.
Give a little variety.
Well, should we hit the next spot here?
I think so.
All right,
Let's do it.
hit the next spot. Let's do it.
Oh, that bait looks so juicy right now. Come on, fish. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right at the bolt. That's why we ate, baby. It's a good one.
Yep, I got you.
Big old blonde. I think I'm gonna try and put her right in. Oh, it's a tank too. Woo! That's why you ate.
Figure 8 right there did it.
Yep.
Figure 8 just did it. Is he in the net?
In the
Yep.
net, we're good.
Is he? Okay.
Oh yes! Bones just crushed it.
Nice
Tell
one,
me my
dude.
GoPro's still going.
Yeah, mine is
All right, well,
good.
let's get this tank out here. Woo! That's what we came for. Nice one, Aaron.
Yeah.
That's a big fish.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
tank.
That's
Easy, easy, easy. Look at
Big
that.
old spot. Maybe she's not quite as big as I thought.
42. 43?
43 inches?
Just about.
42 and a half, almost 43 inches.
So they're up for a quick photo here.
Oh, hang on here, let this down. Oh, that's just beautiful. This stuff's fun, isn't it, guys?
Oh, heck yeah.
This is what these boys do up here in Duluth, is catch musclings like this. She's ready to go, isn't she?
I'll give her a little second here. Oh, that's a nice fish. Yeah. There she goes. Yes.
Nice one, bro.
Line 5. Line 5.
All right.
Cool.
One down. Woo.
That'll get the heart going.
Was that bad or what?
Fun. Right
Oh
in
my
the eight.
gosh.
Right at the boat.
Yes. All right. Let's get back to it.
Yep,
That was awesome.
Brought to you by Dallas Safari Club, Conservation, Education, and Hunter Advocacy. Hornaday, accurate, deadly, dependable. Taurus Firearms, maker of the Raging Hunter. Stealth Vision, high-tech precision-driven equipment tailored for the modern hunter. Just looking back at the videos that you guys have done, tell me, just looking at what we're looking at right here is we're looking at a bunch of old videos and stuff that Rick's put together. But what have you learned? I mean, is from what you see on the videos.
I think one of the biggest things is like trying to focus on which way you're going to set the hook when and if a fish bites. The way, like when you're reeling, just kind of like I'm always kind of thinking as I'm reeling, and some like the boat will turn or my line will move with the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And if a fish hits, like I'm either setting to the left or setting to the right, based on like feel
which direction it's going, perhaps.
Yeah. Because you want to, like we talked about, set the hook into the fish, like against the grain.
Yeah.
Instead of like pulling it away from it.
And the one thing you don't do is, when you set the hook, is hold the rod tip up high, right?
Yeah. Once you get the fish on, you want to keep that rod tip almost like in the water.
And why is that?
Because you want them to stay down. When they come out of the water and they shake their head,
Yeah.
they spit the hook a lot of times.
I suppose the weight of that lure will kind of throw itself and it can unhook it itself, actually.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
So keeping them in the water is definitely a big thing.
Yeah. So if you were teaching two kids that were sitting across from you, hey, these are two things you really need to do when you're fishing for muskies, what would those 2 or 3 things be?
Figure eighting every time for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And holding on to your rod, because you never know when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you feel like beat down, like you've been out there all day and you haven't had a single bite or seen anything, and then boom, it happens. And if you're not ready, you're gonna miss it. So
yeah,
just be ready all the time, even when it's the darkest hours and you feel like nothing's ever gonna happen.
And then of course I suppose expect the unexpected, because when one does hit, you need to be ready.
You do. Yeah.
I know when we were out there, you were on that net so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I made my head spin. It was like, wow, he was on it.
Yeah.
So tell me, on this fish here, you've told me about doing the figure eights. That's what we've been doing, and we caught the fish that way. And of course, it's obvious looking at your videos that doing the figure eight is extremely important. But in this particular video here, that fish is right behind your bait. Why did you keep, going the figure eight? You did it about 5 times in this video here. It's kind of insane, but
yeah.
Tell us what the deal is with that.
Well, sometimes they'll lose it. Obviously there was a fish there, and I knew it was there because it was following right behind it on the way in. And then sometimes when you go to do that figure eight at the boat right away, maybe they lose it. But then they're still kind of looking around, like where did it go? Where did my lunch go? So if you continue doing it, maybe they'll, because they're still in the area and they are, and if they're still hot on it, they'll come back for it. And so a lot of times they will come back for it.
So, Rick, you guys have been fishing these muskies for a number of years now, and it's funny because you're in the land of 10,000 lakes, and muskies are a fish of 10,000 casts, as they say. Mm-hmm. So they're very hard to catch. And, you know, the average Joe watching this show today, they're going to be going, wow, these guys are catching a lot of muskies. How difficult really is that? I mean, do generally people catch just one or two a year, or sometimes catch none? I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, it depends on how much time you put into it. Like me and Aaron go out 3, 4, or 5 times a week, and we go weeks without catching fish regularly. But then we have weeks where we catch, 5. So, it's tough. But if you put in the time, you know what you're doing, it makes it a lot easier. But
well, I would agree with you. Putting the time in is obviously something you have to do because, these fish are very hard to catch. And, we're sitting here watching you guys catch a bunch of fish, and there's a lot of time and effort put into catching just the fish you're seeing here, right?
Yeah, definitely. Many, many hours. And you gotta, even there's days when you don't even really feel like going, but you're tired from working all day or whatever, but you go anyway, and then it pays off.
And so for somebody that wants to go fishing and try to capture the moment using the GoPro, that's what you guys use.
Yeah.
I see you got the GoPros on your head. That's something you regularly use, and do you have them going the whole time when you're out there?
Yeah. Yeah, we have them on a loop, so it records all the time, and then you press the button and it records the 20 minutes previous to, or it saves the 20 minutes previous to when you hit the little record button. But it's rolling constantly because you never know when it's going to happen.
Sure, and you got the GoPro right affixed to your hat, so you're catching all the action right up front.
Right, whatever I'm looking at, the camera is pretty much also looking at.
So tell me about some of these videos that we're looking at here. You've got so many videos of you guys catching different muskies. Now, I understand there's different kind of muskies. There's 2 or 3 you'd mentioned.
Yeah.
Could tell me what those are?
There's the Great Lakes and the Leech Lake, which are pretty similar. They're more spotted and lighter colored. And then there's the Wisconsin strain one, which are greener, darker, and they don't really have the spots as much. It's more just kind of like a solid or darker spots, stripes kind of. It's not as distinct as the other ones. So.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because I was looking at these videos that we're looking at through here.
Yeah.
You can see the difference. Some of them have lighter stripes. Some of them have what almost looks like they don't have a whole lot of stripes, but they're very greenish. And then there's some that are almost white or very light colored.
There's some silver ones too.
Silvery, that's it. Yeah, definitely. So it's unique to see the different subspecies of muskies that are up. And this is the St. Louis River that we're fishing?
Yep.
Yeah, not exactly. Awesome. Well, you guys have caught some great fish. Thanks for being on the show, and get back out there, catch a bunch more, and we'll look forward to you guys coming back and maybe putting some more segments out here on A Sportsman's Life, and we'll see what you guys are up to and how many other big fish you got. So
sure.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
A Sportsman's Life is also brought to you by Mossberg, American built, American strong. The YO Steakhouse, Catch and Release Apparel, AGM Global Vision, your go-to for thermal hunting scopes and spotters. Pyramid Air, your one-stop shop for everything air guns.
Hello, sports fans. It's Bill, the old man at Striper Express, with your fishing tip this week on A Sportsman's Life. We're going to talk about skin cancer. Good friend this week just had a basal cell carcinoma, cut off his nose, and they dug all the way to his eye. Skin cancer is real. You got to carry this. This is SPF 50. I would suggest 100 if you're out in the sun. Don't put it above your eyebrows. You'll sweat it in. Get it everywhere. Tops of the ears. This is a spray. you can cover yourself pretty good. Cover your eyes and go for it. Have somebody spray it on you. But it's that time of year. The sun is shining in Texas, and it's a hot Texas sun, a dangerous sun. Get your stuff. It's time for sunscreen spray. All right, there you go. Now, what do we always say? Go catch a fish.
A special thanks to these fine sponsors, Vineyard Max Deer Products, and the Anchor Inn and Marina on beautiful Lake Tawakoni, 1 hour east of Dallas.
I think I've done 9,999 casts, so maybe the next one is it, right?
I think so.
What a beautiful, beautiful day this was. Thank you guys, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yep.
Bass?
Musky.
It's a little musky. Let's get it.
There you go. Count. Ski.
Count them.
Count them. These are the ones that get you.
Like, hey, I can say I caught one, right?
You did.
They're reproducing.
Naturally
All right, Rickster. I'll let you do the honors.
Might swim through the net.
Well, folks, there you go. I came to catch a muskie in northern Minnesota, up with Aaron and Rick, and we've been having a great time. I got me a fish,
Gotcha.
right?
Yeah, the count.
Yeah, we got a muskie.
That's a
That
small
is a
guy,
ski.
but you know, that's the future. That's the future of this fishery here, and that's a testament to what beautiful fish are in here. And let's go get a bigger one. All right, let's let him go, okay? All right, fella. Thank you so much. There you go. Get your wind. Get your wind. All right, there you go. Well, it was a fun evening. Thank you, boys.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for coming.
One muskie.
Beautiful, beautiful day. We've got another muskie.
20-incher.
Something like that. Yeah, little guy.
Okay, but it's a good sign though.
Hey, you know what?
Good sign
That's
for the
okay.
fishery.
Yeah, that
Sign
was
of a
fun.
healthy fishery.
Yeah, sure enough. That was just too much fun. I really appreciate it, and an absolutely beautiful evening out here tonight. We're losing light quickly. I won't be able to film much longer here, so we thought we would pack it in and head back to the boat ramp, and we'll try this again another time. Thank you, boys, again. Appreciate you being
Sure, come
with
back
me
soon.
here on the show, and
We'll have to
good
make
times.
Make it an annual trip.
Yeah, oh, and by the way,
We'll
good looking
be able to
shirts
set a
there.
little-
Yeah.
Good looking shirts, right?
Yeah.
A Sportsman's Life shirts there. Compliments of your guest here tonight. So thank you.
Musky camo.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been a good time. And congratulations on your fish, Aaron, yesterday. That was a nice
It was
fish.
awesome. It was
So
awesome.
we spent how many hours out here fishing? Probably
6.
6 hours?
Between 2 days.
2 days,
Something like
two
that.
two muskies.
Yeah. That's
One
pretty
nice
good.
one, one good representative of the species.
Yeah.
All right, let's head back, huh?
All right.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yep.
Folks, this segment was brought to us by Gearhead Archery, Smoke Intex Electric Smokers, Snaplock Hunting Blinds, YO Ranch Headquarters, Ultramatic Feeders, and Catfish Pro. Tune in next week for some more real-world outdoor adventures right here on A Sportsman's Life.